everybody, welcome back to Overland, Florida. I'm Kevin, this is Katie. It is Friday afternoon here in Central Florida. It is a beautiful day. We are on the Winterhaven chain of lakes, and we are on our way to Lake Winterset. So today we're just cruising the lake. We're gonna go to our favorite little swim spot on Lake Winterset. We're gonna do some paddleboarding. We got the Sup Zoom paddleboard. We also got our Outdoor Master air pump to blow it up. I think the rain's gonna hold off. It's about 94 degrees today. So this is the swim spot on Lake Winterset, and the water feels absolutely amazing. So this is our Sup Zoom paddleboard we've been using. Got a lot of questions on it. We've used it 3 or 4 times now, and it's worked out really well. You get the paddleboard, and then in the kit you get a hand pump, you get the paddle, of course. It comes in 3 pieces. Got the instructions, you got a little phone case, some carrying straps, you get a patch kit in case you get a hole in it, and you get the rear fin right here. So we're gonna go ahead and put it together, we're gonna pump it up, and we're gonna do some paddleboarding. So to blow up our paddleboard today, we're gonna be using an Outdoor Master air pump, and these are really convenient. Go ahead and unbox this one really quick. I've used it before. I have another one actually. And what's really nice about this is you can kind of just like set it and forget it. Right here on the top is a little LCD screen, so you can set whatever PSI you want. Most paddleboards are between like 15 and like 20, maybe 22 PSI. So however firm you want it, you just set the PSI, turn the pump on, it'll shut off automatically. So it's really convenient. You can kind of walk away, you know, start getting other stuff ready, start getting food ready, unloading your car, whatnot. So another good thing about this pump is not only does it inflate the paddleboard, you can actually reverse the pump and pull all the air out. So if you're trying to get all the air out to roll it up really tight to get back in the bag, you can actually use this air pump to vacuum out the air, if you will. So we'll go ahead and plug her in and get her hooked up to the paddleboard and start blowing it up. So when you plug the pump in, it's going to read 0 because obviously it's not hooked up to the paddleboard and there's no air in it. But you can use the plus or minus to set the PSI. Like I said, it goes all the way up to like 20. I usually set mine like 16.5, and if it needs anything more than that, then I can just always bump it back up again. So we'll just leave it at 17 and we'll go ahead and hook it up. So now that the paddleboard's hooked up to the pump, go ahead and just turn it on. And just wait a few minutes and it'll be all blown up. So once you get the paddleboard inflated to whatever PSI you want, this one actually says particularly max of 15, so we have it at like 12.5 right now. So we're gonna go ahead and undo the hose. Just like that, really simple. Twist this little cap on there to make sure no one pushes that down by accident, or to make sure you don't get water in it. And then the next step is to flip the paddleboard over, and you're gonna insert the little fin in the back. And while I flip this over, we actually got a pretty cool design. It's actually a flamingo. I don't know if you can really see that well. Might be upside down, but it's a flamingo. Alright. Just put the little clip in and you're good to go. You flip it back over. And in the state of Florida, you have to have a life jacket and a whistle, so we have that on the paddleboard already. So basically all there's left to do is just to get on it and get the paddle and get the paddleboard. So I keep telling myself every time I take the boat out, I gotta get a bigger anchor out of my shed, because when it's just a little breezy out, the little jet ski anchor that I have, the little collapsible one, just doesn't cut it. So before you know it, you've drifted pretty far away from where you originally started. So when you're done paddleboarding, you get worn out, you can always use it as a little sunbathing little island, little floating dock. It's fun to just sit on and float around. So it's going on 7 o'clock. So we're gonna start packing up. We're gonna let the air out of the paddleboard, roll it up, put it back in the bag. We gotta go through like 3 or 4 lakes, and we're gonna go get us a burger, some deep fried macaroni at the Twisted Prop in Winterhaven, Florida. So we got the paddleboard all put away. Katie's driving up the anchor, and thank goodness for this bimini top. We got just a little rain shower ahead of us, started sprinkling, but like I said, we got a couple lakes to go through, and then we'll arrive at our little restaurant. So we just made it through the first canal. This is Lake Eloise, and this is why we like to come later in the afternoon, because it is absolutely beautiful. We usually get really good sunsets, and the lakes are always so calm. So that's Harborside Restaurant there. This is Lake Ship. We got one more lake to go across and finally get to eat. So we just left the Twisted Prop. They got live music, really good music. We had to wait just over an hour just for 2 hamburgers. But like I said, the place was packed, so you know, it is what it is. Plus most little restaurants are still struggling for staff and everything, so we get it. But it was just the longest wait of our lives. Other than that, really recommend the Twisted Prop. We got deep fried macaroni as an appetizer, and it was freaking delicious. I think they're known for their deep fried macaroni, so that's like the best appetizer there. So over there is Tanner's Lakeside, really poppin' place, really popular. You can drive your boats right up to that little restaurant bar patio. And this is our sunset for the cruise home. So we made it to the Lake Ship boat ramp. It's pretty much the only boat ramp I use here, maybe Lake Summit, but these blue transom lights are just ridiculously bright. Like the camera doesn't even do justice. Not too totally impressed with the paddleboard, to be honest with you. That is a great air pump. Really good air pump. This paddleboard, can't say very many good things about it. I mean, it did what it needed to do, but it definitely wasn't perfect. Other than that, successful day out on the water. Today's Friday. We haven't decided where we're gonna go Saturday. Sunday, we're supposed to go back to the chain and hang out with a bunch of friends. But we are still on the same gas tanks from when we went to the Rainbow River. And let's see, we're at 2/3 of a tank when it settles down. So we're still on the same few dollars worth of gas, which is incredible.